cafe in Melbourne is protesting the gender pay gap like we've never seen before. 1 week out of every month, men pay an 18% premium. The tax is optional, but so far, no male customers refused.
If people aren't comfortable with paying it or men don't want to pay it, we're not going to kick them out the door. It's just a good opportunity to do some good.
You're not going to kick him out the door, but you will immensely judge him and perhaps give him shittier service because he doesn't adhere to your wokish bullshit. Let's keep watching.
The cafe, called Handsome Her, also has priority seating for women.
Welcome to Handsome Her, where women reign supreme.
This is called the Wall of Dames, so it's a wall of inspirational women.
Owner Alexander.
It's hilarious, the word choice that they use there, which is supreme. Meanwhile, they put me on the male supremacist list for talking out against bullshit like this. What is this? State-sponsored sexism? Huh?
Sandra O'Brien calls it a space for women by women, with priority seating for females and an extra tax for men.
1 week out of every month we have an 18% premium for men, which is the same amount as the gender pay gap.
I think it's fair if you think about the world and the gender inequality that we have.
I think it's a brilliant idea because I don't think that many people know the actual gap.
The tax is optional, but so...
Wait a minute. Let's take a look at the house rules right here. Handsome Her is a space by women, for women. House rules. Rule number 1, women have priority seating. So not only... What in the shit is this? What do you mean women have priority seating? Didn't our forefathers walk in order for equal seating so we didn't have to be in the back of the bus? All of these years later, it's gonna take one man to go in these restaurants and sit up in a priority seat so we can win back everything we have lost. All in an effort not to be discriminated against. Rule number 2, men will be charged an 18% premium to reflect the gender pay gap, which is donated to a woman's service. Rule number 3, respect goes both ways.
But so far, none of the cafe's male customers have refused to pay it.
I could wear that, considering that there is a fair, it's a fairly unequal pay gap between men and women.
Hold up. Phil, you are the softest of tissue paper I have ever seen. You are ridiculous. Get out of this restaurant. You are paying to be discriminated against. Why are you okay with this? Stand up for yourself. For once in your damn life. Phil is the type of guy that has been waiting his whole life for this male feminist moment. Right? He got dressed this morning, probably knowing that the news were going to be there today, volunteering to come up and speak on behalf of men. But Phil is not happy with his life. He does this in public, but then private, he cries himself to sleep at night, utilizing his tears as lubricant onto his big purple veiny dildo. Man up, Phil. Tighten up. Tired of your bullshit and your malarkey. Take you and the remainder of your balls and get up out that restaurant.
Fair, it's a fairly unequal pay gap between men and women. Even though there is supposedly equal pay, it doesn't really equate out there.
Staff say the gender tax isn't aimed at excluding people, but rather educating them, with proceeds going to charity.
If people aren't comfortable with paying it or men don't want to pay it, we're not going to kick them out the door. It's just a good opportunity to do some good.
Estelle Greeping, 7 News.
Oh, this is scary. I could have sworn that there was laws in order to prevent this exact thing from happening. Oh, you know, promotion of discrimination. The fact that this is legal is absurd to me. Imagine if a man did this. Males sit first, women pay more money. It would have been boycotted into infamy. Respect goes both ways, my ass. That's the true definition of gaslighting, because not only are you going to charge men more, but also there's not pictures of men up on that wall and their accomplishments as well.
A few moments later.
And in hilarious fashion, Handsome Her ended up going bankrupt. A lesbian-owned vegan shop in Australia that made international headlines for charging a voluntary 18% man tax will close its doors for good on Sunday after less than 2 years in business. While the business did not conform nor deny rumors of bankruptcy, co-owner Alexandra O'Brien said that her team will continue to pursue its mission to drive change with hands-on work across Australia. O'Brien said allegations of sexism only prove how fragile masculinity is. Wow. She's shaming me from all the way across the world. That is hilarious. And confirmed the need to confront and dismantle Patriarchy. Imagine how fragile femininity would be when they start to complain about the surcharge that we charge them based off of the gender pay gap, which has been adequately and sufficiently debunked years ago. These ridiculous femmies will stop at nothing to promote their bullshit while also ignoring the logic behind a situation. Ma'am, this is sexism. And I'm so happy that your business was dismantled because of it. The business' apparent failure sparked mixed reactions online, while some social media users praised the Handsome Her team as heroes and lesbian feminist activists. Others called them man haters and said the cafe's impending closure proved that sexism in business is a bad idea. I actually disagree with this statement because sometimes sexism in business depends how it's done. For example, ladies free all night. Ladies go free, men get charged $10, $20, $30. The men wouldn't be there unless the women are in there. But the issue with that, or I guess not the issue, but the difference between what this chick just did is that there's a benefit to the men. The ladies being free, there's a benefit because they want to see the ladies there. And here, you're just charging the men just for being male. In a Facebook post titled "A Handsome Farewell," it is so odd to be calling women handsome, O'Brien said that the cafe opened to carve out a swath of space to prioritize women and women's issues, but instead became a punching bag while gentlemen's social clubs live on and strong around Melbourne and the world over. Boo-hoo! Handsome Her conducted business for the last time on April 14th, but will hold one final day of storytelling, dancing, singing, eating, and drinking on Sunday. If I was there, I'd go outside the establishment to continue to protest the bullshit. The celebration will include a pay-as-you-feel scheme. I don't even want to read no more. Go woke. Go broke. Now, in order to demonstrate or to contrast how men and women react to that coffee shop in Australia versus how women react to being charged more than men for some coffee.
Hello.
All right, so since
small decaf latte.
Yeah, of course.
Charge more.
I don't know if you noticed our menu today. We actually charge based on your gender now.
So a man pays $2 for a drip coffee and I pay $3.50 for it?
Oh, you don't like that, huh?
Right. Is that okay? Yeah.
So it's discrimination, basically.
Yeah.
What do you mean women pay more?
You got 2 drinks. No, it's not a joke. I wish it was a joke.
M is for men and W is for women.
Dude.
That's stupid.
Oh, we were past that.
I pay $5.50. You gotta pay $7 though, you're a woman.
No, I'm gonna take the meal price.
Makes sense? No. Is that okay?
No, it
or
doesn't.
It's not okay.
I'm pissing my mom right off.
Why do they do that?
I mean, it makes sense. We make less, so we should obviously pay more for everything.
And people are actually paying these prices?
Yeah.
That's absurd.
Really?
That's weird.
Aren't you offended by it?
I would have been like, you guys can yourself. No, I don't want to picture.
You're not paying for it?
No.
Well, then I can't give it to you. I'm sorry.
Okay, thank God.
Thanks, guys.
You know what? You just lost a regular customer.
Just as predicted, both men and women saw issue with this. Are we surprised? No. But this was just a prank. Meanwhile, that shit in Australia was real. And I'm so happy that they went out of business. Questions, comments, concerns? Y'all already know what to do. Mediocre tutorials and reviews at gmail.com. If there's any women in modern day today that mention gender pay gap, immediately ignore them, turn off your ears, and walk the other way. They know not of what they speak. The numbers that they reference are a play on numbers, and it's been proven time and time again. But they've been brainwashed to consume those lies because at the end of the day, it benefits them. Creating a victimhood status for yourself, the purpose of that is to push yourself forward, which they've been very successful at doing. These feminists are the same type of women that will praise the Australian shop owner, but meanwhile, if men did the exact same thing, they would boycott against it. MT Army, leave me your comments below. I want to see what you guys think about this particular video. I think it should make for fruitful discussion. Until next time, YouTube. Peace!